now on Channel 3 and streaming on WFSB Plus. This is Eyewitness News at noon.
Thanks for joining us on Eyewitness News at noon on this Friday, July 18th. I'm Nicole Nalepa. The temperatures feel so much better out there this afternoon after the heat wave we experienced over the last few days. In fact, let's get a live look for you right now over Hartford. Our stretch of first alert weather days is over, and meteorologist Scot Haney is joining us now with your first alert forecast as we look ahead to the weekend. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Nicole. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Scott Gagliardi has the day off, and we were talking heat wave, as Nicole just mentioned, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You have 3 consecutive days of 90-degree heat or better, and you get a heat wave, and that's exactly what we had. So our string of first alert weather days is now over, but trouble looms on the horizon for one of the weekend days. I'll get to that in just a second. Go to the beach today. What an outstanding day at the beach. The UV index is an 8. Look at that. Look at those temperatures in the low to mid 80s. And if you're going to the yard goat game this evening, first pitch 80 degrees, abundant sunshine, 71 degrees by the 9th inning. That is really a spectacular forecast. Now we turn our attention to Sunday. Strong possible severe storms, wind, lightning, downpours are expected. Now the model runs had it coming in late morning, early afternoon when I was on the air earlier this morning, but now it's backing it up. It's showing it a little bit earlier, and I'll show you here on First Alert Futurecast tomorrow's weather today. So out we go. Today is gorgeous. Tonight is clear, and then this is 6 a.m. now. We're starting to see some action. So again, this is a little bit earlier than what we had shown you, a little bit of a change in the forecast, and then it moves out a little bit quicker. So that might bode well for a good Sunday afternoon. Regardless, some scattered showers still around at 2 p.m. and then around 5 p.m. there could still be an isolated shower, but it's not a washout by any means. But we have gone ahead and issued a first alert weather day because we're at level 1 in terms of receiving some strong storms. This is for Sunday. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Mark Dixon will be here at 4 o'clock to explain a little bit more. But in the meantime, get out there and enjoy today. The temperatures are in the low to mid 80s along the shoreline, low 80s inland, upper 70s for northwest Connecticut. I'll have the full rundown of the forecast coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Happening today, the man who allegedly hurt 2 police officers in New Britain is facing a judge for the first time. Berlin police say that they found 39-year-old Christopher Chris's car stopped right near Christian Lane and Massario Drive last Friday night. He was apparently asleep at the wheel with the car in drive and his foot on the brake. Officers tried to wake him up, and that's when they say that he backed up before hitting 2 cruisers and then speeding away. Later, New Britain police found his car at a gas station on Corbin Avenue, and police say they tried to arrest him, but he ended up hitting several cruisers and 2 officers. Chris is charged with assault on police and larceny because the vehicle was stolen. So we'll keep you updated on what happens both inside the courtroom as well as on air and online at WFSB.com. Well, your morning commute may have been a rough one this morning if you were traveling on 84 eastbound in West Hartford. An overturned tractor trailer ended up backing up the traffic near exit 43. Backup stretched, by the way, all the way to the Route 9 interchange. Now, we know 1 person was hurt, but they are expected to be okay. And a new train station is coming to the valley. Today, the state announced the start of construction on the new Naugatuck train station. Governor Ned Lamont was joined by Senators Richard Blumenthal and Chris Murphy to break ground at the new location, which is right near the intersection of the old Firehouse Road and Maple Street. Now, the new train station is being built just over a quarter mile south from the old one, bringing commuters and visitors closer to the downtown area.
It makes it more vibrant. People walk around, go to stores, have a few drinks, go to the restaurants, and it just enhances not just the ambiance and the feeling and the vibe, but just the vibrancy of downtown Naugatuck.
The new train station is part of a $100 million plan to build new stations in Derby, Shelton, Seymour, Beacon Falls, and Waterbury. Body cam video has just been released showing the scene that officers encountered as they responded to that deadly fire at an assisted living facility in Fall River, Massachusetts. And we just want to warn you, this video of the rescues may be difficult to watch. 10 people, all over the age of 60, were killed in that fire Sunday night. Dozens more were hurt. And investigators are now looking into the possibility that the fire was caused by smoking near an oxygen tank. But there still is no official word exactly on what caused that fire. Congress just approved a bill to make $9 billion in spending cuts from the federal government, and it is now heading to the president's desk. And this move cuts about $8 billion from foreign aid programs, that is, and another $1 billion from public broadcasting. To pass the bill, President Donald Trump requested to cancel the funding authorities set previously by Congress. He's the first president in about 30 years to do that. Connecticut Congressman Jim Himes opposes the cuts. He said in a statement, in part, quote, "Just weeks after slashing health care and food assistance for millions of families, Republicans are now clawing back funding for public broadcasting, foreign aid programs, and support to Ukraine." He went on to say, quote, "Forget making America great. Trump wants us dumber, crueler, and more isolated. Yet again, my colleagues are folding to his intimidation rather than standing up for our democracy." End of quote. President Trump has ordered his attorney general to seek the release of grand jury testimony in the Jeffrey Epstein case amid mounting pressure from members of the president's own party, that is. And this all comes as a new Wall Street Journal article alleges that the president wrote Epstein a suggestive birthday note with a hand-drawn sketch appearing to be the outline of a naked woman. The president calls the letter fake and vows to sue the paper.
Oh, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May.
The end of an era in late-night TV. CBS is ending The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and the long-running franchise. Why the network says it's making this massive move. And as we head back outside on this beautiful Friday afternoon, look at that beautiful shot there in Old Saybrook, live through our iCam. Meteorologist Scott Haney is back with a check on your first alert forecast and how you can plan for the weekend. Well, it was just a stunning announcement in late-night television that everyone is talking about today. CBS announced that it's ending The Late Show with Stephen Colbert after nearly a decade on air. The company says the decision is financial and not related to the show's content. Your reporter, Jared Hill, has more.
Before we start the show, I want to let you know
an end of an era in the world of late night.
Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May.
Thursday, Stephen Colbert broke the news that CBS would be ending his show and turning off the lights on the 3-decade-long Late Show franchise.
Yeah, I share your feelings. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Senator Adam Schiff.
After his appearance on last night's show, Senator Adam Schiff questioned the move. Quote, "If Paramount and CBS ended The Late Show for political reasons, the public deserves to know." In a statement, CBS praised Colbert, calling it a purely financial decision, not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening at Paramount. Stephen Colbert has been an outspoken critic of President Trump and recently criticized a decision by CBS parent company Paramount to settle a lawsuit with Mr. Trump, a suit the company has maintained is without merit. Paramount is also aiming to finalize a merger with Skydance Media, which needs FCC approval. Reaction poured in from fellow talk show hosts.
I think it's a huge loss for late night, and I think it's a huge loss for CBS.
And fans.
We love Stephen Colbert. We came to New York, and we came to the show last night. Sorry to hear it's going to be canceled.
Colbert's Late Show started in 2015, taking over for originator David Letterman, who started the show in 1993. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
It is 69 degrees right now in Salisbury. 69. 79, though, in Chester, New Haven, and Bridgeport. So a 10-degree temperature differential from the shoreline to northwest Connecticut. The temperatures along the shoreline today getting a little bit better than where they're headed inland, and that's simply because we have an offshore breeze. Wait until you see the 7-day forecast with one hiccup. Other than that, I think you're going to like what you see. It's coming up next, right after this break.
We already like what we see. Will we like what we see on Wall Street? Well, the Dow is down by about 169 points, trading at 44,314. And you are watching Eyewitness News at noon on this Friday. Scott and I will be right back right after this.
I know. 12:14. I'm starting off with some unsettled news. 12:14 again is the time on this Friday afternoon. Sunday is a first alert weather day. Unfortunately, we're going to expect some strong, possibly severe storms, particularly in the morning through early afternoon. And that's going to have an impact on outdoor plans, traveling. So if you're up and about Sunday morning, just keep your eyes to the skies. If they look threatening, you want to remain indoors. Our first alert live radar, the only live radar in Connecticut. You're not going to get this on any other station. It is scanning dry, which is so exceptional. 86 is now the average high. We're not going to get there today. We're going to get close, but we're not going to get there today. Tomorrow, we're going to get exactly there, and then Sunday, just a couple of degrees cooler. But take a look at the heat risk during the day today. Minor. That's so awesome. Saturday, minor. That is so awesome, right? After days of heat, Sunday, even Sunday, we start to see a little bit of moderate heat building, but that's due to the mugginess and combined with the temperatures. All right, lots of sun. We do have a little bit of cloud coverage out there for you this afternoon. We'll call it partly sunny, but we are expecting a good amount of sunshine as the day wears on. The dew point trend is our friend today and tomorrow, and then it spikes Sunday with that threat for storms, and then it comes back for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It starts climbing up for Thursday when we're forecasting a high of 90 degrees. Satellite and radar confirms there's not a lot going on out there right now. There's the heat wave, 90, 93, 90. Today, we're not getting to 90, and that is some good news. There is a bit of a breeze out there. La, 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 la. Torrington, you're going to notice a little bit of a breeze, the camera moving around, Old Glory out there. And we'll take you to Middletown right now, where it's just a delightful day along the Connecticut River. Here are the current temperatures, as I pinpointed a little bit earlier. 69 degrees in Salisbury, 79 in Bridgeport, New Haven, Chester. Everybody else is sandwiched in between, but it really is delightful. We are down anywhere from 5 to 8 degrees to 9 degrees cooler than 24 hours ago. And you can see the dew points. When I came in this morning, they were in the mid to upper 60s, a couple of lower 70s. They have dropped back dramatically into the mid 50s, and this is why it's just so refreshing out there. Now, take a look at the wind speeds. Sustained 7 to 16 miles an hour, and we do have some gusts out there. Notice all the gusts out there, 29 miles an hour at Brainerd. So that's a little bit substantial, right? So hang on to the steering wheel, a little bit of a breeze out there. And let's take you to Futurecast. It's tomorrow's weather today. Shows us an hour-by-hour depiction of mostly sunny skies. Saturday looks good. I just ran the clock down through Saturday. And then here comes Sunday, particularly in the morning. This is not too particularly good. Again, at 5 a.m. in the morning. Looks like it's coming in a little bit earlier. This is 8 a.m., still with us. And then some partial sunshine by 11. Can't rule out the possibility of a passing shower in the afternoon, but it's not a washout by any means. The morning looks a little rougher than the afternoon. Your forecast for today calls for temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Cooler, lower humidity. Tomorrow, another great day, 86 degrees. First alert weather day for Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday, we're looking at a nice dry stretch of weather with building heat. 86 by Wednesday, 90 degrees by Thursday. And that's check of your first alert forecast. I'll be back at the end of the show to recap it for you. In the meantime, Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Kelly O'Hara is a Tony Award winner, Emmy and Grammy-nominated actress who you can catch on the HBO series The Gilded Age. But tonight, you can see her and Sutton Foster at Tanglewood Music Center in Lenox, Massachusetts. And I caught up with Kelly to find out what we can expect at this show.
We wanted to do a play on or be inspired by those televised specials that Julie Andrews and Carol Burnett used to do. And so we made a show for Carnegie Hall that starts with that inspiration, but then goes into our careers. And our friends.
Kelly is also a mom of two, and she had some beautiful insight into how she makes it all work on and off stage. And it's applicable to any woman, regardless of what age or stage of life you're in. So scan that QR code right there on your screen. You can check out the full conversation and take it with you wherever you go. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to your podcasts. Mommyhood Unscripted. All right, coming up next, National Ice Cream Day isn't until Sunday, but we're going to tell you where you can score some free ice cream today. And there are also some people with something special to celebrate on this Friday, July 18th. So happy birthday and happy anniversary to all of you from all of us here at Channel 3. Welcome back. Meet Trooper Lucas Grinick and Canine Bruin of Troop B, North Canaan, who recently graduated and are on the job. You get to see how this team is making a difference in their part of the state. Check it out.
It's Amazing Canine Duos, and we're here to meet our friends from Troop B, which is in North Canaan, and it's Trooper Grinick and his canine partner, Bruin. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me about your roles and responsibilities and how long the two of you been together.
So we've been together since February, so coming up on 5 months now.
Okay.
So we assume all the normal patrols, all the normal duties of a normal patrol trooper, and then anyone that needs him, we go out and do that too.
And what does Troop B encompass as far as the state of Connecticut, your service area?
So we're pretty much just like the northwest corner, so anything, we're just north of Troop L, so pretty much Litchfield County.
A lot of your searches are probably in the woods, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, a lot of ticks.
No, oh no ticks for me. Now, when did you said you just recently had your first find? We were chatting about that?
Yeah, we did. A couple weeks ago, we were able to find our first find. It was actually our first call together.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, we did pretty good. He did pretty good. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you guys have been training for how long to get to that moment?
So we started training back in February.
Okay.
And then we graduated in May. I believe you were there.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah.
And how long have you been a trooper?
I've been a trooper for coming up on 4 years now.
Had you always wanted to be a canine handler?
I did.
How has he changed your life?
Completely different. Completely different. Changed my outlook on the job completely.
For the better?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
What if they said you had to have a human partner?
No.
They always say, no, well, Canine Bruin, I don't want to disturb you because you're very happy with your ball right there, and he's in the air conditioners. So for more fun, you can follow Troop B on social media. For Amazing Canine Duos, I'm Renee Danino. Good job, Bruin.
Good job, Canine Bruin. So cute. Hey, perhaps the 3 greatest words in the English language: free ice cream. Yes, National Ice Cream Day isn't until Sunday, but the celebration's already starting today. Stop & Shop is offering a free quart and a half tub of store brand ice cream. The promotion started today and it runs through Sunday while supplies last. You better get on that quickly. And from ice cream to hot dogs, in just a few hours, we are going to be revealing the top 16 places in our best hot dog competition. I keep wanting to say hot diggity dog. Tune in to Eyewitness News starting at 5 o'clock tonight to see the full bracket that's based all on submissions from you. Starting next week, we're going to need your help to narrow down that field. So the voting will start on Monday morning on Eyewitness News starting at 4:30. And let's take a live look now from our iCam in New Haven on what we can expect for the rest of the day in the First Alert forecast, especially if you're planning your weekend too. I think you're going to like what Scott has to say when we return. All right, this afternoon's Great Day Connecticut is all new.
And since Kara's off, Nicole, you're going to join me to host coming up at 3. What do we got going on? Get ready to rock out, laugh out loud, and fall in love with the New Haven Academy of the Performing Arts production of Head Over Heels. We're going to get a sneak peek of the bold, high-energy show.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Plus, becoming a parent for the first time is joyful, terrifying, and often filled with late-night searches like, is this normal? We're going to get some answers to the questions that so many new parents are desperately Googling.
Some brand new movies that Renee Danino says are worth checking out this weekend. One of them is a Smurf movie, which I like. The other one, not so much. All that and more today on 3 on Great Day Connecticut. Join us.
All right. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be so much fun because the weather's finally, we just have a reprieve from the heat.
I can't wait to get out there today and enjoy. But we do need to bring your attention to Sunday. That is our next stretch of kind of unsettled weather. It is going to be a First Alert weather day Sunday morning through the afternoon. We do run the risk for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Today, we're talking about temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Look at tonight's overnight lows.
Wow.
Open up the windows, let some fresh air in. And then tomorrow, another great day. Sunday's that First Alert weather day, and then Monday through Thursday, a nice dry stretch with moderating temperatures, 90 degrees by Thursday.
Not too bad. All right, thanks, Scott, and thank you so much for watching Eyewitness News at noon right here on Channel 3. We're going to head over on the wax for more news and, of course, weather for you. Have a great weekend.